The cemetery was very quiet.
What's wrong?
Only the sound of the wind moving the trees could be heard. Gray clouds covered the sky. The air felt heavy and cold. A black luxury car stopped near the gate. An old man stepped out. Everyone in the city knew him. He was a powerful millionaire. He owned big buildings, big companies, and many expensive cars. But today, none of that mattered. Today, he was just a broken father. In his hand, he held a small bunch of white flowers. His hands were shaking. His face looked tired. His eyes were full of pain. He walked slowly between the graves. People around whispered his name with respect and fear. But he did not look at anyone. His eyes were only looking for one name, his son's name. He stopped. He stood in front of a clean, black gravestone. His son's grave. His chest became tight. His breathing became slow and heavy. "It should have been me," he whispered. He placed the flowers down. For a long moment, he just stood there. He did not cry. His face was hard, but inside his heart was breaking. His son was the only child he had. They did not talk much before his son died. They had many fights. Many harsh words were said. The millionaire believed money was everything. He believed power was everything. He believed poor people were weak. His son did not believe that. They argued many times. Now, it was too late to fix anything. Suddenly, he heard a small crying sound. At first, he thought it was the wind. But then he heard it again. A child's voice, soft, sad, broken. He slowly turned his head. Not far from him, he saw someone else at the grave, a young black woman, and a little black girl. They were standing near the same grave. His son's grave. The millionaire's heart stopped for a second. He had never seen them before. The woman looked tired. Her clothes were simple and old. Her face showed stress and pain. The little girl looked around 5 or 6 years old. She held a small teddy bear in her hand. Her eyes were red from crying. The woman knelt down in front of the grave. She touched the stone gently. "This is your daddy, baby," she said softly. The millionaire felt like the ground moved under his feet. "Daddy?" The little girl stepped closer to the grave. She put the teddy bear down. "I miss you, Daddy," the little girl said in a small, weak voice. Tears rolled down her face. The millionaire's hands began to shake more. His heart started beating fast. "What is this? Who is this child? Why is she calling my son Daddy?" The woman pulled the child close. "He is watching you from heaven," she said. "He loves you very much." The little girl nodded. "I want Daddy to come back," the girl said. The woman closed her eyes. Tears ran down her cheeks. "I know, baby. I know." The millionaire felt a sharp pain in his chest. He had never heard about any child. His son never told him anything. No wife. No girlfriend. No baby. Nothing. His mind started racing. Did my son hide this from me? Did he have a secret life? The woman looked around, nervous. She seemed afraid someone might see her. She wiped her tears quickly. "We should go," she whispered to the child. "But Daddy is still here," the girl said, pointing to the grave. "We can come again," the woman said gently. The girl stood up slowly. She looked at the grave one last time. "Bye, Daddy," she said softly. The millionaire could not move. His legs felt weak. His heart was full of shock and fear. As the woman and child turned to leave, the little girl suddenly stopped. She looked back for a second. Her eyes met the millionaire's eyes. The little girl looked confused. She looked at his face carefully. Something about him felt familiar. The millionaire also felt something strange, like he was looking at a part of his son. The little girl opened her mouth to speak, but before she could say anything, the woman quickly held her hand. "Come," the woman said, pulling her gently. They walked away. The millionaire stood frozen. His mind was full of questions. Who are they? Why were they hiding? Is that really my son's child? His heart felt heavy. For the first time in many years, the powerful millionaire felt scared. Scared of the truth. Scared of what he might discover. He looked back at his son's grave. Tears finally filled his eyes. A secret was buried with his son. But now, that secret was slowly coming back to life. The millionaire did not move for a long time. The sound of the woman and child's footsteps slowly faded away. But their voices stayed in his head. Daddy. That one word kept repeating in his mind. He slowly picked up the flowers from the grave. His hands were still shaking. His heart felt heavy. He looked at his son's name on the stone again. This is not possible, he whispered to himself. My son never told me. But deep inside, he knew something was wrong. He could not just walk away. Not this time. The woman and the little girl were already far ahead. They were walking toward the old cemetery gate. The millionaire looked around. No one was watching him closely. For the first time in many years, he did something he never did before. He followed someone. Quietly. He kept a safe distance. He did not want to scare them. The woman held the little girl's hand tightly. The child kept looking back at the grave. Her small shoulders were shaking. Mommy, will Daddy be lonely? The girl asked. The woman stopped walking. She bent down in front of the girl. She wiped her tears. No, baby, she said softly. Daddy is never lonely. Angels are with him. The little girl nodded. But she did not look happy. I want to show Daddy my school drawing, she said. The woman forced a small smile. You can show him next time. The millionaire felt something break inside him. School drawing. Daddy, next time. This was not just a random visit. This child truly believed that man in the grave was her father. They reached a small bench near the gate. The woman sat down. She looked tired. Very tired. She took a deep breath and looked at the little girl. Baby, you have to be strong, okay? She said. Mommy is trying her best. The little girl nodded. I can be strong like Daddy, she said. The woman looked away quickly. Tears filled her eyes again. The millionaire stood behind a tree, watching. He felt like a stranger in his own son's story. He felt angry. Not at the woman, not at the child. At his son. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you hide this? His chest felt tight. He remembered all the times his son tried to talk to him. All the times he said, I'm busy. All the times he said, focus on work. All the times he said, poor people will slow you down. Now, those words felt heavy. The woman stood up again. Come, baby. We need to go before it gets dark. They started walking again. This time, the millionaire walked faster. His heart was beating hard. He did not want to scare them, but he could not stay silent anymore. Excuse me. His voice came out low and shaking. The woman stopped, slowly. She turned around. Her eyes widened when she saw him. She looked scared. The little girl looked up at him. Her face showed curiosity. Yes? The woman asked carefully. The millionaire swallowed. I saw you at my son's grave, he said. I just want to understand. The woman held the child closer. I don't want any trouble, she said. We were just visiting. I am not here to hurt you, he said. I need to know. The woman's hands started to shake. The little girl looked at the millionaire's face again. She tilted her head. You look like my daddy, the little girl said. Those words hit him like a knife. The woman gasped. Don't say that, she said softly to the child. But it was too late. The millionaire felt dizzy. Look like my daddy. He looked into the child's eyes. He saw something familiar. The same eyes, the same shape, the same look his son had as a boy. Who is this child? He asked quietly. The woman closed her eyes. Tears fell. He wanted to tell you, she said, but he was afraid. The millionaire's heart dropped. Tell me what? He asked. The woman opened her eyes. She looked tired of hiding. She looked tired of being scared. This is your granddaughter, she said. World felt like it stopped. The millionaire could not breathe. His legs felt weak. His granddaughter. The little girl looked between them. Grandpa? She asked in a soft voice. The millionaire's eyes filled with tears, but before he could say anything, the woman grabbed the child's hand. We should go, she said quickly. She started pulling the child away. Wait, the millionaire said, but they were already walking faster. The secret was out, but the full truth was still hiding. The woman walked fast, holding the little girl's hand tightly. The millionaire followed them. Please, wait, he said again. His voice was not strong anymore. It sounded weak, almost scared. The woman stopped. Slowly she turned around. Her eyes were full of fear and pain. What do you want from us? She asked. We don't have anything. I don't want your money, the millionaire said quickly. I just want the truth. The little girl looked confused. She looked at the woman. Mommy, why is Grandpa sad? She asked. The woman's face turned pale. Please, the woman said to the millionaire. You don't understand. We should not be here. Then help me understand, he said softly. For a long moment, no one spoke. The wind moved the trees above them. The cemetery felt cold and heavy again. The woman finally sighed. She looked tired. Very tired. My name is Naomi, she said. And this is my daughter Lily. The little girl smiled slightly when she heard her name. The millionaire nodded slowly. My son, he said, stopping himself. He never told me about you. Naomi looked down. He wanted to, she said. But he was scared. Scared of what? The millionaire asked. Naomi looked up at him. Scared of you. Those words hurt more than anything else. The millionaire felt shame rush through him. Naomi continued. Your son loved me, she said. But I was poor. I had nothing. No power. No family name. She swallowed hard. He knew you would never accept me. The millionaire remembered his words. Poor people bring problems. Love does not pay bills. His chest tightened. When I got pregnant, Naomi continued, he was happy. Very happy. The little girl smiled at her mother. Daddy used to sing to me, Lily said softly. He sang before I was born. Naomi nodded with tears. He wanted to tell you everything, she said. He wanted to bring us to you. But? The millionaire asked. But you got sick, Naomi said. He said the stress might kill you. The millionaire looked away. He remembered that time. He was angry. Always shouting. Always controlling. He said, I'll tell him later, Naomi continued. But later never came. Silence filled the space. The millionaire felt his legs weaken. How did my son die? He asked quietly. Naomi closed her eyes. A car accident, she said. He was driving home from work. The little girl hugged her mother. I was waiting for Daddy, Lily said. But he didn't come. The millionaire's eyes filled with tears. Naomi wiped her face. After he died, she said, I was scared. Scared of you? He asked. Yes, she replied honestly. I thought you would take my child away. Or blame me. Or throw us out. I would never, he started, but he stopped. He remembered who he used to be. Naomi continued. I decided to stay quiet, she said. I didn't ask for help. I didn't want anything. Then why come here? He asked. Naomi looked at the grave behind them. Because Lily deserves to know her father, she said. And because love should not hide forever. The little girl looked at the millionaire again. Grandpa, she said softly. Did my daddy love you? That question broke him. He knelt down slowly in front of her. Yes, he said with tears. He loved me very much. Then why did you not visit us before? Lily asked. The millionaire could not answer. Naomi stepped forward. We should go, she said. This is too much for today. The millionaire stood up. Please, he said. Let me help. Naomi shook her head. We don't need your money, she said. We just needed the truth. She held Lily's hand and turned to leave. The millionaire watched them walk away. His heart felt heavier than ever, for the first time in his life. He realized something painful. His pride did not just cost him his son, it almost cost him his granddaughter too. And if he did nothing now, he might lose her forever. The millionaire stood alone at the cemetery gate. Naomi and little Lily disappeared down the road. Their shadows slowly faded. For the first time in many years, the millionaire felt empty. No guards. No drivers. No phone calls. Only silence. He sat down on the cold bench near the gate. His expensive suit felt heavy on his body. Money had never felt so useless. His mind went back in time, years ago. His son stood in front of him in this same suit office. The city lights were shining behind him. Father, I need to tell you something, his son said. The millionaire did not look up from his papers. Make it quick, he said. I have a meeting. His son took a deep breath. I met someone, his son said. She is kind. She is honest. She makes me happy. The millionaire laughed. Love does not build empires, he said. Focus on business. His son tried again. She is pregnant, his son said quietly. The millionaire stood up fast. Are you crazy? He shouted. With who? Some poor girl? His son's face changed. She is my family, his son said firmly. The millionaire pointed to the door. If you choose her, he said, do not come back crying to me. The memory ended. The millionaire closed his eyes. His chest felt tight. He remembered how his son left that day. Not angry, just disappointed. Back in the present, the millionaire covered his face with his hands. I did this, he whispered. I pushed him away. A cold wind passed through the cemetery. He stood up slowly, instead of going to his car. He turned back toward the grave. He walked faster this time. When he reached his son's grave, he fell to his knees. I was wrong, he said aloud. I was blind. Tears dropped onto the cold stone. I thought money could protect you, he said. But it only made me lonely. He remembered another moment, a phone call late at night. His assistant said, Sir, there has been an accident. He remembered how the world stopped at night. Now he understood something painful. His son did not die alone. He died carrying a secret. Family. A child, the millionaire, stood up and wiped his tears. He looked around the cemetery. People were leaving. The sun was slowly going down, but inside him, something was waking up, a need to fix what was broken. He walked back to his car. The driver opened the door. Take me home, the millionaire said. At the mansion, the house felt cold and empty. Huge walls, quiet rooms, no laughter. He walked into his son's old room. And had not been touched. Everything was frozen in time. He opened a drawer. Inside, he found photos. Naomi, smiling. Holding a baby. Lily. His hand started shaking again. Under the photos was a letter. He opened it slowly. Father, the letter began. I know you may never read this. The millionaire sat down. His eyes moved across the page. I love you. But I also love my family. I wanted you to meet them. I wanted you to be proud of me. The words burned his heart. If anything happens to me, the letter continued, please take care of them. They are my world. The letter slipped from his hand. He covered his mouth. A deep, painful sound escaped his chest. A cry he never allowed himself to make. That night, the millionaire could not sleep. He sat by the window until morning. When the sun rose, he made a decision. He would not hide anymore. He would not run anymore. would find Naomi and Lily, not as a powerful man, but as a father, not as a grandfather, because some mistakes can never be erased, but some can still be forgiven. The morning sun slowly filled the city with light, but inside the millionaire's mansion, everything still felt dark. He stood in front of the large window, holding the letter in his hand. His son's words echoed in his mind. Please take care of them. For the first time in his life, the millionaire felt truly afraid, not of losing money, not of losing power, but of losing family. He called his driver. Find them, he said. Carefully. No pressure. No fear. The driver nodded and left. Hours passed. The millionaire sat alone in the living room. Every sound made his heart jump. Finally the phone rang. We found them, sir, the driver said. They live in a small apartment on the east side. The millionaire closed his eyes. Take me there, he said. The car stopped in front of an old building. Paint was peeling from the walls. The stairs were cracked. Children's voices echoed from inside. This place was far from his world. He stepped out slowly. People looked at him with surprise. A rich man did not belong here. He climbed the stairs alone. No guards. No assistants. Just him. He knocked on the door. There was silence. Then soft footsteps. The door opened a little. Naomi's eyes widened. You? She said, shocked. I came to talk, the millionaire said gently. I will leave if you ask me to. Naomi hesitated. Then she opened the door. Inside, the apartment was small but clean. A few toys on the floor. A small table. A warm smell of food. Lily sat on the floor, drawing. She looked up. Her eyes lit up. Grandpa, she said happily. That word hit him again, but this time, it did not hurt. It healed. He knelt down slowly. Hello, Lily, he said softly. She ran to him and hugged his neck. The millionaire froze. No one had hugged him like this before. He did not know what to do. Then slowly, he hugged her back. Naomi watched with tears in her eyes. Lily pulled back and smiled. Mommy said my daddy was brave, Lily said. Are you brave too? The millionaire smiled sadly. I am trying to be, he said. Naomi crossed her arms. Why are you here? She asked. To say sorry, he replied. For everything. Naomi stayed quiet. I was wrong, he continued. I thought money was more important than people. He looked at Lily. I was wrong about love. Lily climbed onto the couch beside him. She showed him her drawing. It was a picture of a man, a woman, and a little girl. Above them was a big heart. That's Daddy, Lily said. That's Mommy, that's me. She pointed at an empty space. That's you. Grandpa. The millionaire felt his throat close. Naomi turned away to hide her tears. I don't want your money, Naomi said quietly. I just want Lily to feel safe. You have my word, the millionaire said. She will never feel alone again. Lily looked serious. Can you come to my school? She asked. They have family day. The millionaire hesitated. Then he nodded. Yes, he said. I will come. Lily clapped her hands happily. Naomi looked at him. This is not easy, she said. My life is simple. Your world is not. I don't want my old world, he replied. I want my family. There was a knock at the door. Naomi froze. The millionaire stood up. I will handle it, he said. He opened the door. Two people stood outside. His relatives. Their faces were cold. What are you doing here? One asked. The millionaire stepped forward. I am with my granddaughter, he said. Firmly, Naomi's heart raced. Relatives exchanged looks. This changes everything, one said. Yes. The millionaire replied. It does. And for the first time, he was ready to fight. Not for power, not for money, but for love. The room felt tight. Naomi stood still, holding Lily close. The millionaire stood between them and the door. His relatives stepped inside the small apartment. Their clothes were expensive. Their faces were cold. They looked around the room with judgment. "This place is not fit for our family," one of them said. The millionaire turned slowly. "She is my family," he said firmly. The relatives laughed. "You are being emotional," another said. "This child will bring problems." Lily held her teddy bear tighter. "Why are they angry?" she whispered. The millionaire bent down. "They are scared," he said softly. "But you don't need to be." He stood back up. "This ends now," he said. One relative stepped forward. "You have an image to protect," he said. "People will talk." "Let them talk," the millionaire replied. "I have been silent for too long." Naomi's voice shook. "I don't want trouble," she said. The millionaire turned to her. "I promised," he said. "And I keep my promises." The relatives exchanged looks. "This child has no proof," one said. "No name, no documents." The millionaire's eyes darkened. "My son wrote a letter," he said. "And I will do a DNA test." The room went silent. Lily looked up. "What is that?" she asked. The millionaire smiled. Gently, "It just tells the truth," he said. One relative shook his head. "You will destroy everything you built," the millionaire nodded. "Then I will rebuild it," he said. That night, the tests were done. The wait felt long. The millionaire sat in his office, holding Lily's drawing. Naomi sat across from him. Lily slept on the couch. Finally, the phone rang. "Yes," the millionaire said. He listened quietly. Then he closed his eyes. "It's confirmed," he said. Naomi covered her mouth. Tears rolled down her face. Relatives were silent. The millionaire stood up. "This is my granddaughter," he said, "and she will carry my name." One relative stood quickly. "You can't do this alone." "I am not alone," he replied, looking at Lily. The next morning, news spread fast. The city talked. People judged, but the millionaire did not hide. He held Lily's hand and walked outside. Cameras flashed. Lily smiled. "Why are they taking pictures?" she asked. "Because they see truth," he said. At the office, the board waited. "You are risking everything," one said. "I already lost everything once," he replied. "I will not lose again." He signed the papers. Trusts, protection, education. Naomi watched quietly. "I never asked for this," she said. "I know," he replied. "That's why you deserve it." Later, at the park, Lily ran freely. She laughed. The millionaire watched her. His heart felt light. One relative approached quietly. "You really changed," he said. The millionaire nodded. "My son taught me," he replied. "Even after death." That night, Lily hugged him. "Grandpa," she said, "Daddy would be happy." The millionaire smiled through tears. "Yes," he said, "he would." But far away, someone was watching, someone unhappy, someone planning. The battle was not over yet. The city was loud. But inside the small park, everything felt calm. Lily ran across the grass laughing. Her voice sounded free. The millionaire sat on a bench watching her. Naomi stood beside him. For the first time in many years, his heart felt full. But peace did not last long. Across the park, a black car stopped. A woman stepped out. She was well-dressed. Her face looked cold. It was the millionaire's sister. She walked toward them slowly. Naomi felt nervous. "She doesn't look happy," Naomi whispered. The millionaire stood up. "I know," he said. "But this ends today." His sister stopped in front of them. "You embarrassed the family," she said sharply. "You made everything public." "I told the truth," he replied calmly. "You gave a poor child our name," she said. "You ruined our image." Lily looked up. "Grandpa," she said softly, "did I do something wrong?" The millionaire knelt down fast. "No," he said firmly. "You did nothing wrong." He stood up again. "My image was already broken," he said. "My pride did that." The sister laughed. "You chose them over us." "Yes," he said. "And I choose them again." She turned to leave. "This will cost you," she said. He watched her walk away. "I already paid the price," he whispered. That evening, the millionaire invited Naomi and Lily to his home. The mansion felt different now. Warm. Lily walked through the halls with wide eyes. "Is this a castle?" she asked. The millionaire smiled. "It's just a house," he said. "And it's too big." They reached the garden. A small tree stood in the center. "What's that?" Lily asked. The millionaire took a deep breath. "I planted it for your father," he said. "After he died." Lily touched the tree gently. "Daddy would like it," she said. Tears filled his eyes. That night, he gathered everyone. Lawyers, relatives, witnesses. "I am changing my will," he said. Gasps filled the room. "My granddaughter will inherit my legacy," he continued. "And Naomi will protect her." Some relatives shouted. Some walked out. He did not stop them. He looked at Lily. She smiled. The next day, the millionaire returned to the cemetery. This time, he was not alone. Naomi stood beside him. Lily held flowers. They stood in front of the grave. The millionaire knelt down. "My son," he said quietly, "I failed you." Lily placed the flowers down. "Daddy," she said, "Grandpa loves me." The wind moved softly. It felt peaceful. As they walked away, the millionaire felt lighter. Weeks passed. The city forgot the gossip, but Lily grew stronger. She went to school with pride. The millionaire came to every event: family day, school plays, birthdays. One day, Lily ran to him. "Grandpa," she said, "I want to be kind like Daddy." He hugged her tight. "That is the best dream," he said. Naomi watched them. "You gave her a future," she said. "No," he replied. "She gave me a life." Years later, the millionaire sat again on the same park bench. Older, softer. Lily stood beside him, taller now. "Grandpa," she said, "do you miss Daddy?" He smiled. "Every day," he said. But he never really left. Lily held his hand. "Love stays," she said. The millionaire looked at her. He nodded. "Yes," he said. "It always does." Final message: sometimes life breaks us to teach us love. And sometimes, a child heals what money never could.